Hello! We're here today to talk about 5 questions that you should be asking yourself that's going to make you not spend as much money. These are simple questions that can actually help you save a little bit of money if you really put some thought into it ahead of time. Well, can't always do it ahead of time now, can you? But we get the point. Number 1 is, what is the purpose of the item that you're about to buy? And do you already have something that serves that purpose? So with some of these things, for example, I was looking at ways that I could declutter my home and, various different cooking appliances that we have to declutter the kitchen, because my husband actually works in food. And I pretty much looked at everything and I was all like, you know what? I'm going to get a toaster oven, because we don't use our toaster that often. But when we do, we use it a lot. And on top of that, it can serve as a replacement for a microwave, and we can also use it for if we were to cook something in the oven, for example. It would just make it a little bit easier, and it would help with the space issue that I'm having right now. So the big question is, what is the purpose of this item? The toaster oven will be cooking my food. It's going to make it so that I don't have as many appliances when the toaster oven can do 3 things that I have an appliance for each individual thing, when I can just be using a toaster oven instead. But, and then, do I already have something that does this? Yes, I have 3 different appliances that do exactly what a toaster oven would do. All the things that a toaster oven would do, I have an appliance for each use. Each type of use, I guess I should say. Could I get this at a cheaper price? Is another thing you could be asking yourself. Because if you, for example, if you go to, say, for me, I market my website by giving out water bottles. At my place of work, the Dollar Tree, I would be able to get 24 water bottles for $4. But if I were to just go down the street at Family Dollar, if I were to get water from either of those places, I would only get it for $3. So I would rather take that down the street walk, or mile walk even, to save $1. And then I'm also going to be able to get more from that place as well for things that I need. For example, I'm going to get more use out of the toilet paper if I get it from there rather than Dollar Tree, because they're bigger rolls. Number 3 is, why am I getting this, and do I have room for it? So, going back to what I said for the first question, the toaster oven that I just bought and I'm waiting on now, I got it so that I didn't have to have 3 different appliances. I can cut it down to 2, and I can save some space. So that's why I was getting it, which makes it easier on both me and my husband. And then, do I have room for it? I am trying to make more room, and the whole purpose of me getting it is so that I can have more room. So, yes, in turn, I will have more room I will have room for it. And then, the 4th one is going to be, is this item good quality? For example, your clothes. If you have the option to get cotton versus something that's made out of hemp, go for the hemp. Because hemp clothing is actually stronger, more durable, and it's actually, so I've heard at least, it's actually more comfortable than cotton clothes. I don't know, I don't have any hemp clothing, but that's something to consider. And number 5, you want to ask yourself, am I going to use this frequently? Or you could even go a step further and say, or ask yourself, how many times a year will I actually use this? So once again, going back to the toaster oven, my husband and I, the whole household really, uses a microwave probably 3 times a week. And then there's also going to be the whole toaster or the oven idea where I could just be putting something small that would typically go in the oven in the toaster oven, and then it'll actually save me a little bit more energy. So I know for a fact that I'm going to be using it at the very least 100 times in a year. So it's worth the buy. Alright, and that was it. That was the 5 questions you should ask yourself if you really want to save a little bit of money. If you want to change that mindset and get to a point where you can actually be brutally honest with yourself and say, hey, do I really need this? You know, these are the questions that you should be asking yourself that will tell you if you really need it. You know, it'll give you more insight as to if you should get it or not. So, I hope you all liked the video. Let me know in the comments below any of the questions that you ask yourself before you buy something to help you from spending money that you don't need to spend, or you don't even have to spend. Alright, now we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.